Hey guys, welcome to this Thursday night stream. Just gonna go over a little bit of the price action. Take a look ahead at Jackson Hole tomorrow. Excuse my voice, I'm a little bit sick. Have a little bit of I don't know, it's kind of virus or flu going on. I'm not sure, so a little bit under the weather. So I'm drinking some tea right now. So I'm gonna try to not make this too long. Actually, first thing I wanted to go over is my copy trading on BitUnix. So it's been relatively good past 90 days. So the past 3 months has been quite good. Close to 11% ROI. About max drawdown of 3.29%. Currently have 4 open positions. TRX long, ORDI long, Litecoin short, and Filecoin long. Now, 2 of these are a little bit underwater, ORDI and Filecoin, while the rest are just in a little bit of profit. And yeah, and yesterday we did actually. Well, I took a loss on the Trump short. I don't know what happened, but don't go against Mr. Trump, I guess. So let's get into what we can expect for Jackson Hole itself. And I'm just gonna go over some of my notes. Give me a second here. What are my notes? Okay. This should be good. Okay, so here's what I'll talk about now. Now I have AgriTrade in the background because Bitcoin did close the daily above 80,000, which is pretty big. Because I think this is like the first daily closure above 80K in quite a while. But we'll get into the Bitcoin daily chart in a second. So guys, key thing about the Jackson Hole speech tomorrow. So first of all, I want you guys to understand that this is not a rate decision. So the market is basically going to be listening to Kevin Warsh regarding clues about inflation, future hikes, liquidity, and how restrictive Warsh thinks current policy actually is. And so the backdrop is actually already kind of hawkish because yesterday was Wednesday. So the July PC inflation data remained at 3.7%. Fed held rates at 3.5, 3.75, and in fact, several Fed officials at Jackson Hole have warned that policy may not actually be restrictive enough. So, and what's even more important, guys, is that this year's theme is unusually relevant for crypto. So the theme is financial innovation, implications for payments and policy. So Friday's agenda specifically is going to cover tokenized finance, payments innovation, and international monetary system. So, that gives stablecoins and tokenization real institutional relevance. Again, that does not automatically mean it's going to be like a bullish crypto announcement, but it might be more bullish than previous Jackson Hole speeches from Powell. So key thing to know. So currently Bitcoin is around 80,000. Just the night before Jackson Hole. We have actually exactly 12 hours before the speech from Warsh begins. So there might be some optimism already priced in. There could be, a buy the rumor, sell the news risk. But I think because, again, we'll get into the Bitcoin daily chart in a second, and we'll go over Bitcoin DFOs and all that. I'm thinking, Bitcoin will hold strong here because ETF flows have been so bullish, and so basically, there's three possible reactions, right? There's going to be a hawkish horse, right? So he's going to emphasize sticky inflation, higher for longer rates, or he's going to perhaps keep another hike firmly on the table. Now, then we have the neutral possibility, in which case it stays data dependent and avoids forward guidance. So I would expect initially just like a two-way lightsaber liquidity sweep, then attention will return to inflation, jobs data, ETF flows, and then of course the September FOMC meeting next month. Now there's always the possibility of a dovish surprise, so there could be a possibility that Warsh acknowledges that inflation is improving or pushes back against further tightening, but I think this is the least likely outcome given the economic data that has come out over the past month, plus not to even mention the all the geopolitical stuff going on in the world right now. So what's what to watch live? So 80K Bitcoin is going to be the immediate psychological pivot. I would watch the dollar index, so the Dixie and the Treasury yields. So falling yields plus a weaker dollar would confirm bullish crypto, as well as not just crypto but equities as well. Like, don't forget we can now trade equities on our exchanges. So, but guys, don't trust the first candle. During the news or during the speech headline, algos usually produce like a violent move up, then a violent move down, then price returns to equilibrium. So there might be like a sweep of both sides. So basically, if Bitcoin holds its breakout while dominance cools, this is going to create a better environment for us. So right now we're kind of seeing Bitcoin dominance on the increase. That's not to say that alts aren't rallying. Like, of course, a lot of them have rallied, but it does seem like Bitcoin is holding most of the strength here. Bitcoin is, Bitcoin has had the most ETF flows, of course, out of all the crypto ETFs out there. So really, guys, tomorrow isn't going to be about immediate rate change. It's about whether Warsh. I keep messing up his name. Not messing up, but I keep saying keep thinking it's Walsh, but it's Warsh. It's kind of hard to pronounce. I don't know why. Anyway, it's about whether Warsh validates the market's liquidity narrative or pours cold water on it. So Bitcoin is already over 80K, close to 81K. So if inflation remains sticky, if inflation remains as it is, the bar for a generally dovish surprise is fairly high. So that's what's to look forward to tomorrow. Now let's get into the charts right now. So let's get into let's look at this TRX trade. I just sent out this signal. So basically, just want to explain the current trade. So TRX long, basically saw this massive rally in TRX. Actually, we were we long on TRX? Oh yeah, we were long on TRX back over here. I do believe we hit all TP3s, then we pulled back, and then I don't know. I was thinking about buying it back here on this pullback back to 21 EMA, but we had some other positions running over here, so I didn't buy this pullback. But I'm buying this pullback, right? So I'm buying this. We had a negative 2.5% candle yesterday, which is pretty significant for TRX considering it doesn't really move that much. Like the average shoe range of TRX is 1.37%, so that's pretty big. But anyway. I like that we pulled back here, like close to this support turn. I mean, resistance turn support, plus we pulled back right to 21 EMA. So expecting a move down, not down, but up towards 3.433, then to 0.348, then 0.35277. it was stopped below the support at 0.3318. So that's a signal I just put on today. Now, as always, I love getting into ETF flows. So guys, we've recorded one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive days of positive ETF flows, which is which is quite bullish. I mean, so and these aren't like low numbers; these are pretty big numbers. So, I mean, a couple of days we had over $500 million of ETF flows. So, ETF flows continue to look bullish. It does look like institutions are, more or less piling in here. So for that reason, I would remain bullish on Bitcoin and on ETH as well. Actually, let's get into Bitcoin, the Bitcoin chart itself. Oh, and actually, so let's talk about Bitcoin ETF flows. Why not talk about Ethereum ETF flows? Let me just get a sip of my tea. So Ethereum ETF also quite bullish. We're having consecutive triple figure in the millions ETF flows for Ethereum. So Ethereum has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all same as Bitcoin, 8 consecutive days of inflows. So both ETH and Bitcoin are looking pretty well here. Now let's see what I want to get into. What did I want to get into? Oh yeah, the Bitcoin chart. Okay. So guys, we did close the daily above 80K, right? We closed right around 80.3 on the daily, or 80.2. The last time this happened was, let me sure I get this right, back in May. But this ended up being the ultimate top in May. But also, we had a lot more technical resistance at that point. So, we had this white line. This is the 200-day SMA. This purple line is the 200-day EMA. So we had quite a lot of resistance from a technical standpoint. And then ultimately, this really led to the bottom. How low do we go? Like 57.5K. But now I do think things are different. Like we're well above the 200-day SMA, well above the 200-day EMA. All EMAs are actually, for the first time in quite a long time, all EMAs are in a bullish posture here. And, this is like kind of a little trick, but analyzing the slope of EMAs is quite important, because in a bullish trend, you want to see all of these, EMAs like curling to the upward. So we even have like longer term EMA averages like the 89 and 55, and even the 200 starting to slope upwards. The 21 EMA is sloping upwards. Even the 200 EMA is sloping upwards. The 13 EMA 10 simple and 377 not quite getting a positive slope on this one yet, but keep in mind this is the 377 EMA is based on 377 days of data. So we might not see a reaction from this ancient moving average for quite a while. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. Again, 80K key level. I think it's pretty easy now. We can move this horizontal line up here. And then, let's check out the crypto bubbles here. Okay, a few things jump out at me. So Trump token is up. Unfortunately for me, because I went long. I mean, I went short. Trump. You got stopped out of it. But still doing good on the copy trading overall. ENA is up massively, up 25%. Actually, let's take a look at ENA on the daily time frame. ENA is having a breakout. Let me show this. ENA is having a breakout on the daily. I was actually thinking about going long this. I kind of hesitated just because I don't always like buying, breakouts. I really like, my style has kind of changed from buying pullbacks to more like buying. Sorry, my style has changed from buying breakouts to buying pullbacks. I think it's just a better risk to reward. Like, from my experience, breakouts most of the time tend to fail. Well, not always, but like when they work. When they don't work, they hit your stop loss immediately. So yeah, I was thinking ENA would have been a good long, but we went with TRX instead. And by the way, Trump token continues to. This was like an epic fake out on Trump. But again, this was a discretionary play because I mean, Trump has been in a perpetual downtrend, so I really thought, once we had this move above the 200 SMA, then below it, it's gonna go back below. But clearly, that is not what happened. So did take out on this one, this is trading. So not too, I'm not gonna like beat myself up over this. As my track record is still very good over the past. Yeah, over the past, well, ever since I started trading. So, and especially copy trading. So again, be sure to check out my copy trading link, and Dylan as well. What else? Again, guys, sorry, I'm just not. Tell by my voice, I'm not feeling the greatest. So, I'm just a bit slow today. Let's see. Let's go into agri-trade again. Looks like we did fall below 80K just now, but it does look like buyers are trying to support the 80K region. Actually, let's do this. Let's go on CoinGlass. Let's look at the liquidation heat maps and see what they're saying. I mean, first of all, let's look at the fear and greed index. We're at a 72 read, which is greedy. And keep in mind, like 4 weeks ago, we were like at extreme fear, right? So it's crazy how quickly sentiment can shift in these markets. Okay, now let's look at the liquidation level, liquidation heat maps. Where is it? Now we'll look at the symbol. So, yeah, it does look like, look at this. We tapped this area of liquidity at around 81,000. I think we did take out some shorts here, and now we're going to test this liquidity at 79,400. So let's see what happens. Again, the market likes to gravitate towards these liquidity zones. So something to keep aware of. Now let's go back to average trade. So it does look like we're getting. Let's see. Yeah, buyers are keep holding on to the 80K level. So going back to the heat maps, yeah, I would watch the 79.4 level. Would assume we might sweep this area, and then probably like we can attempt at 81K again. But again, I think we have 11 and a half hours to go until the Jackson Hole speech. So I think traders, investors are going to be waiting what's going to happen with Jackson Hole. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin exchange balance, because I don't think we've taken a look at this in quite a while. Okay, so I mean this isn't like telling me too much. It doesn't look like Bitcoin balance did decrease slightly over the past 2 weeks. So when Bitcoin balance decreases off exchanges, that means periodically people are buying. I mean, people are taking their Bitcoin off exchanges and putting into cold storage or putting into their own self custody or just moving it somewhere else. So in theory, that should be bullish for Bitcoin price, and that is pretty much exactly what's transpired over this past bullish couple week period. All right. All right, yeah. So, guys, another key thing I wanted to talk about my swing trading performance. So, this is from June through through August 26th. So this is as of yesterday. So I had 64 wins, 26 losses, 71.1% win rate across 90 closed signals. The August win rate has been 81% despite I had a loss yesterday. And so win rate by swing direction, long 67.4%, overall 71%, short 75%. And yeah, so 2.5x profit factor. So overall doing good. Yeah, I did take a loss yesterday again, like I said, on Trump coin, but overall I'm fairly happy with my performance this summer. Yeah, because yes, we got 1, two more trading days until summer's over. So it's going to be a positive summer for me. You know? Mm. Now, one coin that's not doing so well is OP. That's a shit. This one is actually going to be. I mean, we have over 9 hours left until the 12-hour closing. This could be like a short, just something to keep aware of. Oh, now Bitcoin is. Yeah, it looks like Bitcoin had a bit of a liquidity sweep on the lower time frames. So it's how they beat this wick from Monday. They actually got above 81,234. Now it is pulling back. But let's see. This could be just some noise. I think overall, like, price remains constructive. Again, I will. $80K. We're gonna put this. Yeah, just line out the 80K region, guys, in your charts. It's going to be critical going forwards. Let's click on Filecoin. I probably should have gotten out of this already. But yeah. Oh, by the way, the Litecoin. Let's see how the Litecoin trade is doing. Okay. Oh yeah, Litecoin not available. Okay. Where is my Litecoin? Okay, Litecoin USD. No, Litecoin short is working out quite well, actually. So if nothing else, at least we still have the Litecoin short going for us, which is actually that one is still in profit, guys. No, I really am not feeling that great. So I'm gonna end it here again. Key level on Bitcoin to watch, 80K. Jackson Warsh talking tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. So be tuned in for that. With that said, guys, I'm gonna hop off and get ready for the Jackson Hole speech. It's 10:30 p.m. where I am, so I want to be up by 10 a.m. and I feel good. So you guys take care, and we'll be doing more streams in the future.